In a long, successful NBA career, there isn't much Tony Parker hasn't achieved. He's helped lead the San Antonio Spurs to 4 league championships and steer the ship of one of the most celebrated teams in history. Go! And just as much as he's found success on the court, it's off the court where his list of achievements keeps growing. He's become a French rap star, an actor, a fashion designer, owner of a popular food truck in San Antonio, holds stakes in pro ball teams in France, and partnerships with high-profile brands like Tissot that take him to the top of the highest peaks of Europe. The amazing thing about you is you had so much success. You've had so much success on the court, and that's opened the door to a lot of opportunities for you over the years. Talk to us a little bit about that evolution for you.
But for me, growing up, my idol was like Michael Jordan, so he was a great example on the court, but off the court too. So when I first, made it in NBA, the first couple of years, you try to make it, and you want to show everybody that you can play. But after a while, you think about, other people, and especially the kids. And so that's when we started, with my mom creating, the foundation. And through this, met, Tissot, and that's how we started, our relationship. And I just feel very blessed, to have partners like that to, let me, do stuff and through my basketball camps foundation, my basketball team and friends, they follow me on everything. And so I feel very lucky because not every sponsor, follow you, for all those years. And the history of Tissot has always been like a family and keep their athletes. And so in that sense, I feel very lucky.
Yeah, it's interesting. You say the word relationship and partnership. Mm-hmm. Years ago, people would talk about endorsement deals, things like that. But especially with Tissot, you're so hands-on. You have all these different products that you've worked with them on over the years. It's really come a long way from just endorsing a product.
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's like I always tell athletes, young athletes, when they ask me my advice, I'm like, don't do it just to do it or just for the money. If you do it because you can build something with them and you can grow, and the money will come, but just try to do something where you can impact, so for me, impact my country or impact my community and stuff like that. So that was always my motivation when with the endorsements, make sure that yes, they help me, but they help, can help with those people, try to create something where it lasts longer.
You talked about Michael Jordan, and I know the ties your dad has to Chicago and that influence, and there's a team owner in professional sports. You are an owner. Now, when did you start thinking bigger from that perspective?
But I think very early I knew I'm not going to play basketball forever. So in 2009 it was going through my mind like I should prepare myself for after basketball, because I don't want to feel like most of the athletes when you retire, you feel like you're dying, you don't know what to do and you lost. And so I decided to invest, in a team in Lyon. And so Tissot, came with me, and so we decided I wanted to give back to my country. That's how it started. I wanted to help French basketball, and I wanted to invest and do something where it can last. And so we decided to build an academy, for the kids, and so all this came to just prepare for like that. When I retire, I'm not scared of it. If I retire tomorrow, I have plenty stuff to do because I already prepare myself.
In life, you learn a lot of lessons along the way. All the championships you've been able to achieve because of the team mentality. Just give us a thought on management lessons learned the way that your team plays basketball, and obviously with a coach like Greg Popovich, some of the lessons there, and how that can translate into business too.
Well, the biggest lesson is nobody is bigger than the team. How big a star you are, nobody is bigger than the team. And I feel very blessed to be, 17 years with a great franchise, that may be one of the best franchise in history, one of the best coach in the history. So of course, he influenced me to how I want to run my team now. And I learned a lot, from that, and how you manage, egos, and how you manage people and stuff like that, to make sure we all focus, on the same goal, that family atmosphere that you want to have, with your philosophy, and make sure you make people believe in what you want to accomplish.
Just a final question. You've been able to explore a whole bunch of different areas off the basketball court: food, music, you're passionate about, clothing as well. Is there any area you haven't explored yet that you're still curious about?
No, not really. You know, I did everything that I wanted to do. Like you said, the music, the clothing line. I'm a very curious guy, and I think through basketball I was able to do a lot of stuff, and so those are opportunities that you should take advantage. You know, when you play your career, to try to experience all that. You know, just like Tissot, you know, all the watch world, and you work on having your own watch. You know, that was a whole new world to me. And then you try to make your own shoe and all that kind of stuff. That's one of the best things of being an athlete. You know, you can touch all those worlds and then see what you want to do after basketball.